All right, Nikka, a big trade just went down in the NFL, and we are talking about it right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
This bullet just handed to me.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
That's right, this is Breaking NFL right here on the Kanika Sports Channel. But first, it's time for the final countdown.
It's the final countdown.
Yes, indeed. If you cannot wait for the start of the 2026 NFL season like Nikka and I, then click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ring that bell for our mascot, Frexy. Look at her running around the park there. She is so awesome. We got lots of love for her and all the joy she brings into our lives, and we hope she brings some into yours as well.
And thank you, and a shout out to our new and returning viewers. Thank you for your continuous support.
All right, Nikka, breaking news. Myles Garrett, the NFL's all-time single-season sacks leader, has been traded to the Los Angeles Rams, and this is the equivalent of LA going all in the NFL world.
Holy shnikes.
Yeah, as LA Knight would say.
Yeah, exactly. Here it is from ESPN. This is what came across my feed. The Browns are finalizing a trade that will send Myles Garrett to the Los Angeles Rams. Sources tell Adam Schefter, Rap Sheet, and Tom Pelissero, the usual suspects, as I like to call them. The Rams are expected to send Pro Bowl edge Jared Verse, a 2027 first-round pick, and other draft pick compensation still being negotiated to the Browns. Wow, what a blockbuster trade this was, kind of coming out of nowhere.
It did.
The Browns have been kind of adamant that they're not trading Myles Garrett, but he did also get his contract restructured, and some cracks were leaking in the armor over the past 48 to 72 hours that, like, hey, look, they might be willing to trade this guy.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
I just want to remind people before we get into this, because I think this is really important to note, is that the NFL salary cap is hard, but it's going to go up again next year.
Yes.
And it's going to go up again the year after that, and the year after that.
Ding, ding,
And it's
ding,
always going to keep rising.
Show me the money!
I guess the point I'm trying to make is, like, a backloaded contract on a guy like Myles Garrett in the middle of his prime is not necessarily the worst thing to inherit in the world right now.
Correct.
Okay, now that we got that squared away, here was Ian Rappaport's initial tweets about the trade. Bombshell, the Browns are finalizing a trade of Defensive Player of the Year Myles Garrett to the Rams in a shocker, sources tell me. Tom Pelissero and Adam Schefter, the trio working together over there on the ESPN phone lines today, I guess.
I got a lot of problems with you people.
They all got the text message at the same time.
Exactly.
With the trade, the Browns now will have 2 first-rounders in the celebrated 2027 NFL Draft, along with other pick compensation. Meanwhile, the Rams F them picks for another superstar. And yes, if you're not aware, the Rams sort of have this mantra of, quote-unquote, them draft picks, because they tend to get rid of a lot of them, and they exchange them for well-known commodities at the NFL level, and it seems to be working out for them.
If you ain't first, you're last. You know?
Sure. They are going for it this year. They got Matthew Stafford for the next couple years, so might as well just put it all in on the line.
I mean, you don't know how much runway he's got left.
Right.
And I said to you earlier today, and I stand by it now on this podcast live on the air, that if he wins the Super Bowl next year, he's going to have a hard time not walking away, because you can only go down from there. And I bet if they don't win next year, I would say the odds of him coming back are higher than if they do win next year. I'll put it that way. Here is the full story on the mammoth trade of Myles Garrett to the Rams via all 3 of them. They wrote it together. It says sources, Browns, Rams finalizing Myles Garrett blockbuster trade. And we all know how those sources work these days in the NFL. The Cleveland Browns are finalizing a trade that will send 2-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year Myles Garrett to the Los Angeles Rams for 2-time Pro Bowl pass rusher Jared Verse, a 2027 first-round draft pick, and other draft compensation. And I think there's going to be a 2028 second rounder and a 2029 third rounder.
Wow.
So just
That's a lot.
ding, ding, ding. Yeah, not quite as bad as the draft day. If you remember, it was the Browns on the receiving end of getting rid of a lot of draft picks in that movie. But this time they inherit a bunch of teams' draft picks, in this case, the Rams. This was what sources told NFL Network's Ian Rappaport, Tom Pelissero, and ESPN's Adam Schefter. Garrett to the Rams for verse and draft picks now is expected to become the NFL's latest blockbuster trade and one of the biggest defensive trades in NFL history. And yes, I can confirm this trade is finalized.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
It is done. The medicals are done. There's going to be no Max Crosby reversals or anything like that.
They signed on the dotted line.
It's all good.
All right.
The shocking trade is completely on brand for the Rams, who made a similarly seismic move in the 2021 offseason when they traded for quarterback Matthew Stafford in the season in which the Super Bowl was being played in Los Angeles before going on to win it. With Super Bowl 61 set to be played at SoFi Stadium again, the Rams once again are going all in and living by their mantra, F them picks, while trying to repeat history. Apologies for the profanity, folks. I'm just quoting the article. The Rams' interest in Garrett was sparked shortly after the Browns modified the contract of the 7-time Pro Bowl defensive end in March, pushing back the options bonuses from the 15th day of the league year in March to 7 days before the start of the regular season, making it easier to trade him. That was the financial maneuvering that was being done on the back end that made this a little bit more doable for them. Myles Garrett is shown here on a graphic of NFL players, both past and present, most of them past, most sacks in first 9 career seasons. Reggie White, 137. Myles Garrett, number 2 now, 125.5. Jared Allen, 117. DeMarcus Ware, 117. I mean, you're talking about elite company, Nikka.
What does that do to the Bears?
You'll remember a few weeks back, we made a magnificent Myles video in hopes that maybe the Bears might be able to swing a trade for Myles Garrett, but the
No.
copium is not to be had, everybody.
It's a damn shame. A damn shame.
And it was just that, a big, large glass of copium.
Denied.
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 If you'll allow me a moment of silence. And the pass rush pool gets smaller for the Bears, as sources are telling me right now that our guy, Josh Sweat, that we made a video about last week, which you go watch and check out, is possibly being rumored to go to the Packers. So what else could go wrong?
Well, how are the Packers going to pay for him?
I mean, that's a great question, and that is the sticking point right now, apparently. So maybe it'll prove to be too much of a sticking point.
You're everyone's problem.
I said this on our show last week when we talked about Josh Sweat, that the defensive edge rusher position in the NFL is probably now second underneath quarterback when it comes to premium paid positions.
Show me the money!
And the Bears, I don't want this to become like the quarterback position 2.0, guys. Like, you know, we became known as the franchise that couldn't get our quarterback straight forever and ever and ever and ever. And so let's not repeat history here and do the same damn thing at the pass rush position, right?
Absolutely correct. But also, I want to remind you, there's a different coach, different philosophy, and different organizational approach.
I know. It's just me sending out a warning shot is all, because, you know, this did happen, and you wonder, looking back on it, how did this happen?
Well,
but it happened, and it, you know, anyways, I agree with you though. The right coach is here, and right now they're trying to get as much as they can out of the existing roster because, newsflash, everybody, we're going to owe Caleb Williams an extension next year. And if Roma Dunze starts playing anywhere near the number 9 overall pick, we might owe him another contract extension as well. And these are not going to be inexpensive contract extensions should we choose to keep both of these players. I would assume we want to keep both of these players.
well, we will definitely want to keep one of them.
The Bears.
We definitely want to keep Caleb, and we'll wait and see about Rome.
Yes.
Some are more optimistic than others.
Sure.
No name calling.
Wow. I just got thrown under the bus.
I didn't throw anybody. I threw myself under the bus. I'm the optimistic one.
Oh, okay.
I think a lot of Bears fans think Luther Burden's the better wide receiver on the roster right now, but that's a conversation for another time and another place.
Are you not entertained?
The edge rushing position, let's just not repeat history with the quarterback position. And moving on. This was a trade that came out of nowhere. LA means business, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
If you ain't first, you're last. You know?
I saw a lot of people even saying that why did they draft Ty Simpson now when they would have been better off getting another weapon or a piece that they could have utilized this year? And I don't know. What do you think about that?
I think Ty Simpson is on the great team, and he will sit on the bench under Matt Stafford for a year, and he will learn so much.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
not going to get banged up in the first year as a rookie.
This is just the beginning.
I agree with you. I think the one thing I will say about Matthew Stafford is you never say never, but it does appear to me that Ty Simpson will play and start for the Rams at some point under his rookie contract.
I would agree with that.
And so I would think that that was sort of the underhand shake, under the table handshake deal that Sean McVay and him made during the draft process. Was like, hey, I want you to start for me one day. I just don't know if it's going to be in a year or 2 years or 3 years, but probably for sure within 3 years.
Welcome aboard.
It's a wait and see game now for Ty Simpson to see what actually happens in reality. But I had imagined that was somewhat of the conversation that was had. And I agree with you. You know, I don't think it was a wasted pick because
I don't think so.
As soon as Matthew Stafford decides to hang it up, whenever that day comes, the Rams won't miss a beat.
Right, exactly.
You know, they will have everything in place to keep going.
And he will already know their offense and defense playbook.
He will know how to go about preparing
Exactly.
to do his job. Whether or not he has the same gifted abilities or not, we'll wait and see.
That's time.
Time will tell, but Sean McVay likes him.
Yes.
I think that speaks for something, right? We would say the same thing if Ben Johnson made a move like that. So you can't ignore the pedigree.
And you need a backup quarterback.
Did the Bears make a mistake by not trading for Myles Garrett, or do you think that they are right to not chase the shiny objects so much?
Are you asking me?
I am asking you.
Oh, I think they are spot on for not chasing.
Yeah.
I think they are confident in the group of guys that they have. They're confident in the coaching ability of Ben Johnson and in his ability to pull necessary stuff out of all the new and upcoming players, the rookies and the veterans at the same time.
I agree with you. I think the Bears are going to do enough to remain competitive in this NFL landscape. Hell yeah! By scoring more points and scoring more frequently next year, even if their defense does take a step backwards. You know, I think that the balance of scoring more will offset and, like I said, keep them in the playoff conversation, in the playoff picture, and hopefully in the NFC North title contention, at least, as we hopefully prepare for a Super Bowl run. But again, this is going to be a tough Rams team to get through if they stay healthy here.
Well, maybe some other team from their division will take him out.
Maybe. I mean,
you know,
who
Seattle,
knows? It's
maybe.
a long season, everybody. They got a
Exactly.
long flight to Australia, I want to remind you, to kick it off.
I don't think they go. Exactly. Well,
About 100 days from now or so, give or take, everybody.
ooh, season is approaching.
It's the final countdown.
All right, everybody. Well, we're going to wrap this up. But before we get out of here, I just want to ask you, do you think that this gamble is going to pay off for the Rams as they push all in? Will they win the Super Bowl this year at their home stadium, SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, or Inglewood, if you want to be accurate? Are they going to win this year, Nikka? That's the question. Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you on the next one.